Howdy. How goes it? I am here, talking amongst the woods. Oh boy, how do I want to start this? I don't know. I have seen hell, and it has wings. I feel like everybody at one point has stumbled across something on the internet that think, oh gosh, that's something. And they look at it and they're like, huh, man, that really is something, isn't it? And then they keep on going, and there's just a morbid curiosity that kind of tinkles around in their brains. And eventually they're like, I gotta check this out just to see how it is. For me, that happened not so long ago. I was Googling Disney's Planes, the wonderful hit spin-off to the Cars series. I stumbled upon this other movie that was advertising itself closely, titled Planes with Brains. Kind of terrifying in and of itself. That title is a fucking doozy, man. But in addition to the title, it had this nightmare fuel poster that kind of came with it, and by golly, it's not better. So anyways, I saw this, I thought to myself, man, I gotta check this out, see what's up. Not worth it. Okay, so the substance of this series is these three planes, and it's mainly the two ones. So you have these two planes, I think Rumor and Betsy, I don't know. So you have these two planes, they're like kids, they're the air cadet planes, and then it cuts between scenes with them, with the old senior student, teacher kind of person, and he's like, oh, what did you learn today? Oh, go learn about this. And then it cuts to those two little planes with this flying robot that teaches them things. Essentially, it's a high schooler's slideshow on the progression of aviation throughout history, and in concordance with the slideshow, you see all of the pictures and video clips that look like they were pulled off the internet, and that's about it. You have clip art, you have live footage of like airplanes from the 80s, you have drawings, you have more clip art. Oh, good lord, you have clip art. Yeah, the character models in and of themselves are horrific. It looks like they tried to mix JJ the Jet Plane, which is a story for another time, with Thomas the Tank Engine, only they didn't really feel like animating the characters' mouths or faces at all. So you have lip flap motion, and then you have their eyes moving either way, and it gives all the characters a serious case of bad plastic surgery. And it's right on the uncanny valley and horrifying. All of the backgrounds look like they were, made in Unreal Engine or CS Source, and were left that way. There are a few moments where a tree renders improperly and then renders into frame correctly halfway through one of the cuts, which I thought was just hilarious. And then there was another scene where they didn't actually move the models like throughout the plane at all. They just kind of left them there, and then the water had like a flowing animation, so they figured that that would be good enough. I don't know, this entire thing is super lazily produced. Like, it's terrifyingly lazy. I don't even want to know what the budget is for this thing. The movie is obviously the cheapest shit you'll ever find, and is meant to be some sort of like planes informative kids show kind of thing, but it's just terrifying. Yeah, I don't have much to say about Planes with Brains, honestly. It's a bit of a mess. So it starts out, I honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I watched the first half hour and then skipped through the last half hour, because that's about all you need to know. It goes through the history of aviation. The character models do nothing interesting, and it's literally cut from scene to scene where they're just floating there talking. And it's just these characters talking. I don't understand. After that thoroughly interesting experience, I looked into their IMDb just because I figured you kind of got to know what else there is, right? Like, where did this come from? And there was surprisingly very little information about it. I did find out that there's in fact a sequel, and a third movie in the Planes with Brains series, which is downright shocking. But then on their IMDb, they list the production house. Out of very little detail, they listed the production house that was behind the whole thing, and I figured, oh boy, I've got to dip into this, see what else there is here. It's become quite clear that the production house Wow Now Entertainment is very fond of ripping off popular franchises at the time and kind of making the lowest possible effort to copy them. So you have the likes of, Planes with Brains that came out much after the Planes movie and Planes, Fire, and Rescue by Disney. You also have such wonderful things as their copy of Finding Nemo, Finding Jesus. Fuck's sake. Among Wow Now Entertainment's other works was a variety of blatant ripoffs from other popular franchises at the time that include the likes of Finding Jesus, Jurassic Park, Haunted Transylvania, Pixie Dragons, Jumbo, and Kung Fu Masters, my personal favorite. Anyway, I've rambled alone in the woods for long enough, I think. I just wanted to let other people know that this exists, and they should be scared of it, quite frankly. Low-budget entertainment is a sight to behold, and it terrifies me. Anyway, with all that, hello, goodbye, adios, toodaloo. Thanks for watching me ramble in the woods. Honestly, though, I don't want to get up. This is super comfy. Though I should get up, because my laptop battery ain't long enough to sit here for much longer, I bet. Ugh. Ugh. Got leaves on my ass.
Hi. While editing this, I found out that Saberspark has actually done a ton of videos on really cheaply animated stuff and an entire video just dedicated to Wow Now Entertainment. So if you want more information on some of this absolute bullcrap and in a better edited and better format, you should go check that out.
Exactly!